Welcome back everyone. So today I thought I'll bring you a nice natural glam makeup tutorial, something that you guys will find easy enough to recreate. And first I've just taken the Pixie Glow Oil and I'm going to pat this firmly into the skin. And then just going to take the spoolie from the Anastasia Brow Wiz and I'm going to comb my brow hairs up, making sure all the hairs are pointing upwards. And then I'm going to take the P. Louise base in shade 3 on a Zoeva large concealer brush. And then I'm going to slowly start to carve the brows out, taking this all over the lid and making sure it's firmly pressed in with no harsh edges, and it's ready to have eyeshadow applied on top. I love the P. Louise base in shade 3 because it's more of a foundation colour, so you don't get the off cast of white. I'm next going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is a gorgeous glowy product, especially if mixed in with your foundation, or if you're just wanting a little bit of a glow but not a lot of coverage, you could just wear this on its own. But it's just such a beautiful product. I really notice a difference when I use a pricier product on my skin. My skin doesn't look as dry, and like I said, it's got a natural glow to it, which is what you would want this product to give you. But yeah, I'm just dotting this all over the skin. I'm applying like 50-50, so 50% of this and then 50% of foundation. I don't want it to all be foundation. Like I said, I want this look to be a nice soft glam. So again, just putting that in. I'm next going in with my Nars Tinted Moisturiser in the shade CUBA. And I'm going to pat this all over the skin, mixing this in with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I'm taking this on an MUA F16 brush to pat that onto the skin. Next, I'm taking a Peaches and Cream PC04 brush. This is a really fluffy brush, and I'm just going to start to pat this all over the skin, making sure we mix them two products together, but we still want a really nice flawless glowy base. We don't want the base to look cakey, but yeah, this brush is perfect for that because it's not super dense, and it evenly disperses the product all over the face. Next, I'm going in with my Holy Grail, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 25. If you know me and you've been for your makeup before, you will know how much I love this concealer. It's such a beautiful consistency. It works on the majority of my clients. But yeah, I'm just going to apply that under the eyes, the bridge of the nose and the chin. But I believe that you don't need an expensive concealer. If you've got a nice expensive base, they both even each other out. So yeah. And these last a long time as well. I'm just going to pat that in again using the MUA F16 brush. If you've been to my one-to-one lessons, you will know I constantly rave about this brush. I find it difficult to use a different brush when I haven't got this one in my kit. Just continuing to pat that concealer all into my base. I'm then going to take the Huda Beauty loose powder in Sugar Cookie on a My Kitco 1.7 brush, and I'm going to just pat this underneath the eye. I don't like to powder a lot just because I feel it can make your skin look very dry. You lose that natural glow to the skin, so just a little bit under the eye to prevent any creasing. Next, just taking the Doll Beauty bronzer in medium deep on a Zoeva 228 Luxe crease brush. I'm going to take this right through the eye as an eyeshadow. If you know me, you know how much I love a bronzer through the crease. It's so minimal but effective. It really looks like you've added more than you have. But yeah, this is definitely my go-to when doing my makeup. Definitely a bronzer rather than an eyeshadow. So I'm literally just repeating my steps, going back and forth, adding a little bit more of the medium deep bronzer, and just really building up the definition. Because this is just a bronzer, you want this to be as obvious as possible, so just packing it on and using light pressure to blend the edges out. Although you want to pack a lot on, you want to make sure it is super seamless and just letting the brush do the work for you, and being very light, just feathering the skin with the brush. Then I'm ever so slightly starting to buff the bronzer underneath the eye using the same Zoeva fluffy brush. You've got to always remember you want this to be a super soft eye, so do not be harsh with the brush and just be super fluffy and let the brush do the work for you. So next I'm taking my Hourglass Bronzer in the shade Radiant Bronze Light with my Spectrum A05 angled brush, my favourite brush ever for doing bronzer, and I'm just going to slowly start to work this around the perimeter of my face using patting motions. Now going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow palette on the same spectrum brush, I'm going to start to add a bit more depth to the face. I'm just wanting an all over bronzy glowy look. I don't want my bronzer to look harsh and be too obvious where I'm applying it. We're just going for that super bronzy, glam, easy makeup. Now I'm taking my Nars blush in GINA on a Real Techniques blush brush. This blusher is all matte, it doesn't have any reflex through it, and I'm just going to pat this a little bit on the cheeks just to give me a bit of colour. I don't like to apply too much blush just because I feel it can look super harsh and really outweigh the look of the bronzer, so just a little bit, just scattered over the cheeks. Now I'm taking the MAC Kohl pencil liner in the shade Teddy, which is a beautiful brown gold reflect pencil. I'm just going to start to line my waterline, and I'm also just going to take a little bit of this underneath the lash line and then smoke that out, just to add a little bit more depth to the eye. Going in with the Colourpop x Zoella Brunch Date palette, and I'm taking the matte brown shade on a small Zoeva detail shader brush to smoke out the lash line and create more depth. I love doing this just because I think it adds so much more to the eye rather than it just being a bronzer. So effortless yet so effective. Now just going in with a little bit of mascara. This is my personal one from bperfect. I'm just going to apply a thin coat to my natural lashes, just the top ones for the time being. I like to apply a little bit of mascara just so then when we apply falsies on top, I press my real lash with the false one and really just stick them two lashes together, just so then you can't see where my false ones are on top of my natural lashes. Now I'm taking my favourite lashes at the minute. These are the Doll Beauty Danielle lashes, just because they're super, super wispy and beautiful. I'm going to take some of my eylure glue and I'm just going to apply this to the lash band. And then I'm just going to leave the lashes for 20 seconds to let them go tacky and then apply them straight onto the eye. I like to apply them with my fingers on myself just because I feel that I can really get into the edges and make sure they're really securely stuck down. Whereas on my clients, I will use tweezers. Please can we all just appreciate the difference a lash makes? Like, how crazy has that just transformed this eye look? Even though it still looks soft, we've got a lot of definition now, which is what I really wanted. As you can see, I'm just taking my fingers and I'm just pressing my fingers together and pressing my natural lash onto the fake lash to make sure they're super secure and they're not going to go anywhere. Now I'm going back in with the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow on a Zoeva Luxe Powder Fusion brush, and I'm just going to apply this to the high points of my face, and I'm really going to make sure I buff them edges out just so we don't have any harsh lines or any powdery effect of where we're applying that highlighter. Again, I'm just continuing to buff that and make that super seamless on the face. I'm next off going to go in with a little bit more of a glow. I'm taking the Doll Beauty Pretty Little Glow highlighter in collaboration with Pretty Little Thing, and I'm just going to apply this again to the high points. I love this highlighter especially because it's got like a rose gold reflex, so beautiful on the face and on the eyes. So it's a super multi-use product, and I've been using it a lot lately on my clients. I'm then taking the Zoeva 231 Petite Crease Brush with a little bit of that Pretty Little Glow from Doll Beauty, and I'm going to apply that to the inner corner of the eyes and just add a little bit more of a pop. Now for brows, I'm going in with the Benefit Browsings in shade 3, which comes with a wax and a powder. I first off just go in with the wax and push the wax through the brow hairs, and then any sparse areas that need filling in a little bit, I'll go in with a little bit of powder. But this is a product I've repurchased several times. It's just a super easy product to use through the brows. If you're a beginner in makeup, then it's perfect for you. If you're more advanced, it's still perfect. So yeah, that is what I use on the brows. And then just going to take the bperfect mascara again, my personal one, and I'm just going to coat my bottom lashes and finish off the eyes. Now I'm just taking the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel and I'm just coating these through my brow. And then I'm going to go in with the MAC Cork lip pencil. I absolutely love this lip pencil. I'm just going to outline my lips and ever so slightly bring that onto the lip as well, just so then when we apply gloss it's super easy to blend. But yeah, this is a beautiful lip liner. I would recommend it to most people. If you're looking for a cheaper alternative, the Rimmel Cappuccino lip liner is also beautiful. So I'm next just going to go in with the Primark Clear Gloss, and I'm just going to take this all over the lips and ever so slightly with the brush, just going to buff it into that lip liner so you can't see where the lip liner has ended. And yeah, I do love this gloss because it's super shiny. And yeah, that's it for my finished bronzy makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching and found it a little bit useful. Please do make sure to leave me some love, and if you haven't already, I would love if you could subscribe to my channel. And yeah, all products will be listed in the description below, and I shall see you all in my next video.